quarters, throwing for nearly 400 yards with 4 touchdown passes. Dallas was down by 7 late in the fourth quarter when Dak hit Cole Beasley for an unbelievable touchdown on 4th down. The Cowboys converted the 2-point conversion, went on to win 36-35. Next up, they'll host the Seahawks Saturday on Fox. Seattle has won 6 of 7, while Dallas is just as hot, winning 7 of their last 8. We're joined once again by Greg Jennings. All right, Greg, we got 5 days.
5 days.
Before
Here we
this
go.
one.
Be honest.
Be honest, yes. Only honesty around here. Which way are you leaning?
Seattle.
Okay.
Good. I like it.
Look at him over there. Now he hurt. He hurt, Greg.
I'm not hurt.
He
I like it.
He wants
I need everybody to lean Seattle. I just need it.
For me, it's Seattle. And Skip, you know why.
I don't know why.
Yes,
Go ahead.
you do.
Yep.
In Russ, we trust.
In Russ, we trust. When you look at both of these teams and you look at the difference makers, they both run the football very well. We know that they're going to both try to run the football. What hurt Seattle, even though they won in, was it week 3, was the running game by Ezekiel Elliott. I believe it was 16 rushes for over 125 plus yards, whatever. I don't think Seattle allows him that opportunity. And I think that Dak Prescott, having been to the playoffs before in his rookie season, in his rookie campaign, where there was no pressure, no expectation to win. Now this year, you have pressure. You have expectations to win, not just show up and be a part of the postseason, but now we need you to win. We need you to produce in the win column now, Dak. Can you do? We've given you Amari Cooper, whose production has now, in the last couple of weeks, kind of slid a little bit. Dwindled a little bit, but I still like it. It's dwindled. Can he step up and make those types of throws that he did yesterday to a
That's what I'm
to a
talking
Gallup,
about.
to Amari Cooper in the playoffs when he has to?
Can he skip?
I don't know. And when I look across the sideline, and I'm the Dallas Cowboys, I look across, I see that guy wearing that number 3. Can he make those throws?
Yep.
Absolutely.
See them.
And Pete Carroll, this Seattle team, they're similar to the Patriots in a sense, where they've experienced so much, they understand what it takes to win. We all wrote them off early in the year because of Legion of Boom, no more. All the offensive line, no more. They reinvented themselves, started to run the football. Russell Wilson has arguably one of his better years.
The best year.
And
35 and 7, Skip.
And literally has catapulted this team to one of the best teams in the NFC that has a chance. So I like Seattle more than I like Dallas. Sorry, Skip.
Yeah.
Go ahead, pile on.
I don't know.
I need you to pile on.
I don't know what's there not to like. You talk about a guy that's one of the 2 or 3 best off-script players in all of football. You're very few guys that most quarterbacks have to play with this script. Whatever you call, that's what they can run. Russell Wilson, it's hard to believe that there's a better quarterback, maybe Patrick Mahomes, that can get off script, improvisational skills, pirouette, and then throw the ball 30, 40 yards down the field. But he can also take off, get you 20, 25. It's so frustrating because I played, guys, and all of a sudden you're like, okay, we got him. And next thing you know, you don't got him. He's got a first down. And everybody's like, man, dang. It's just so frustrating, so demoralizing. And as Greg said, when you're a rookie, you don't make it, okay, well, hey, it's a very great learning experience. He was there. He knows what it's like.
Yep.
Jerry said, hey, these some different cats. Said, we Super Bowl bound.
Yep.
Not going to happen.
Not going to happen.
Old Russ Wilson and that running game, going to limit them possessions.
Yep.
Put that pressure on Dak, Frank Clark now. Yep. See how I get my do back.
Good. Love it. Love it. Because I'm sniffing dew. Diet Mountain Dew. The breakfast of champions, the nectar of the gods. I'm going to win a whole bunch more this Saturday night.
No, you're not.
So, you guys say, in Russ, you trust. It doesn't really rhyme.
Yes, it does.
T on the end.
No, see, you
Or do you just do trust?
Yeah, that's what we say.
Russ,
Trust.
Okay, well, mine rhymes because Dak, I back.
Okay.
That's who I back. Dak, I back.
Nice.
I love my quarterback. I love my running back, except for that game at Seattle. I didn't love him because he had a third down pass where he was turning up on Bobby Wagner and he would have gone like 60 yards. my quarterback hit him right in the hands, and it just went right through his hands, and you don't see that very often. He doesn't drop many balls. I don't remember many drops this year. That might have been the only one. And then later in the game, in the fourth quarter, he broke away for like 40 yards, and I think, we're back in this game. And at the end of that run, he fumbled, and that was the only lost fumble Ezekiel Elliott had the whole year. My team owes Seattle for what I call the Earl Thomas game. Is Earl Thomas still on the Seahawks right now? I forget. No, I don't think he is. No. But he was on the Seahawks that day because he took the whole game over, and he's bowing to the Dallas sideline because he wanted badly to be a Cowboy, and for some reason, Jerry Jones could not pull that deal off, but he did pull off the bigger deal, which was for Amari Cooper. So I agree with you. His performance, it's dwindled a little bit. His productivity has dwindled a little bit, but he's still a Cowboy, and Earl Thomas is not a Cowboy. And I love my Cowboys in revenge games because they got even with Philly twice, and they got even with Washington. And I can just keep going. All that whole winning streak, they got even with people right and left, and they're going to get even with Seattle.
No, they're not.
Because, well, they are. And again, I love my running back, and I think he'll get even. And I love my receiving core because all of a sudden they got Tavon back, and that means jet sweep in my future, huh?
You make it seem like he's Julio.
And furthermore, how about my man Shannon Jarwin? He came out of nowhere. We got a Shannon Sharp on our team. His name's actually Blake Jarwin. How about Shannon Jarwin?
The dude had one game, Skip.
He caught 3 touchdown passes. Jason Witt never caught 3 touchdown passes in a game. You have to go back to Billy Joe Dupree in 1973 to find 3 touchdown passes caught by a tight end. You probably had, I don't know, 15 3-touchdown games.
No, I had 3.
3 only?
Yeah.
Blake Jarwin is coming for you.
Yeah, okay.
He's Shannon Sharp. He is coming for you.
I love it, Skip.
Yeah.
But hey, Skip, you can't feel good about this. Against the Giants, that defense of yours gave up 35 to Eli and nobody.
I'm going to tell you this. I told you earlier in the show. You called my defense last week amazing.
They were.
I was like, what? My defense? I accepted it last week, but I can't accept it anymore because the New York Football Giants featuring Eli Manning or what's left of him, they rang up 441 yards of offense. If you just look at the last 4 games, my defense has come completely apart. I don't know what happened to that defense that held Drew Brees to 3 of 11 on third down and 10 total points on Thursday Night Football, because over the last 4 games, it's given up the 26th most points allowed on defense, 29th in yards allowed, and 31st.
That was a heck of a performance. Now, you can't expect that every game, do you?
Which game? The Drew Brees
Yeah,
game?
you expect your Cowboys to play like defense?
All I know is they're capable of that, but they haven't been doing that lately. And for the year, they're 27th in third downs allowed. I don't love it, but they're still hanging on at 6th in points allowed for the whole year and 7th in yards allowed. So, again, bending, don't break. But over the last 4 games, you can't let Philly score 17 in the fourth quarter at Jerry World, and that's what they did. You can't let Indy run for 178 yards rushing. That's what they did at Indy. That's what happened that day. You can't let Jameis Winston. By the way, did you notice Tampa Bay is now #1 in total yards and offense?
And what they got from him? Got their coach fired.
But I'm just saying, I was shocked when I saw it this morning. They vaulted all the way to #1. But Jameis at Jerry World, if we go back a couple of games, he had 7 drives of 10-plus plays. You can't do it. He's just driving the ball on you, just dominating time of possession. You can't let Russell Wilson and that running game do that,
Skip,
right?
You gave 143 rushing yesterday to the Giants.
All right.
You gave up another 300.
Okay.
Come on now, Eli. Do you rather have Eli or you rather have Russ?
Okay. But again, I've been bullish on my quarterback, my running back, my receiving core, and my offensive line, while you've been doubting that and singing the praises of a defense that is scaring me. The defense is going to have to rise and shine, and I hope Leighton Vander Esch isn't hurt. I don't know what happened to him.
See,
he got kicked in the shin.
When I look at the Seattle Seahawks, and you mentioned this, you touched on this, Russell Wilson and his off-script ability to extend plays, that's what negates a defense. A pass rush.
As Kansas City.
Remember
what happened that Monday night, Skip?
Secondary. When you can elude that first tackle and extend the plays, you put so much pressure on the guys in the back end and the secondary to hold up without getting penalized, without holding, without getting pass interference. And you got the Doug Baldwin. You got these guys that
Crafty. Tyler Lockett.
Lockett is having a phenomenal
You're
year.
describing the Seattle Seahawks at home, not away.
No, I'm describing the
Well,
Seattle Seahawks.
it's hard for me to believe that they made the playoffs by just winning home games.
When I look at the Seattle Seahawks and we talk about the Dallas Cowboys and the struggles that they're now having on defense, who do I trust more? I honestly trust the Dallas defense more than I trust their offense. And so when I see their defense struggling, I can't sit here and say, oh, yeah, Dallas is they're gonna take this game. No, absolutely not. When you're struggling in your most solidified side of the ball, which was defensively,
I like my team.
Level up.
I love my chances.
I like the
Seattle.
Cowboys too.
But not in this game.
Not in this game.
Tough one. 5 days,
Good.
Skip.
Makes me feel good.
Got all week to
I
prepare.
got two guys.
You feel good about that, Skip? I won't be able to go out on Saturday night. You feel good about that?
You're not
Yeah,
happy
I
about
feel
that.
great about it.
Greg, thank you for being